Johnny Tortilla, still wandering around on his wagon cart with his box of perfect chips, still looking for the perfect dip. He'd tie his cart up and he'd grab himself one of his perfect chips, head off looking for a perfect dip. He'd do a little dance on one leg and he'd do a dance on both his legs, and there he'd be, wandering through that blustery wind, heading over to a pile of pallets. And he'd put his chip in a pallet and he'd put that chip up to his lips and take himself a tasty little bite, and he looked around and noticed all there was to dip his chip in was a pile of pallets. And so he headed on back to where he tied up his wagon cart, and he untied his wagon cart and jumped back on his wagon cart, and lo and behold, there he be, Johnny Tortilla, scooting around on his wagon cart, still looking for that perfect dip. And yee-hoo, lo and behold, there he be again, strolling over some rusty corrugated pipe and dipping his big black chip in a pile of black gook and finding himself down a big old pipe. Yee-hoo, Johnny Tortilla never knew where he was, never knew where he was going. All he knew was he had a chip and he needed to find that perfect dip. And whoa, sometimes he found that perfect dip. He found a big pile of footprint rusty mud, and he stuck his chip in that perfect rusty mud and took a dip, and then he found a nice big rusty mouthed monster, and he took one of his perfect chips, dropped it in that rusty monster's lips, and said goodbye, and then took off looking for some more rust. And lo and behold, he found some more rust, and he took a big scuff and a big fat skiff, and he had a nice big rusty chip. And then he found a nice big rusty old tin, and he put his chip in the hole of that big old rusty tin and took some big old dips, and then he stuck that rusty chip to his lips and took some nips, and then he was off on his wagon again, and there he was, Johnny Tortilla. Wow, 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 wow.